right? So unlike the internet, where there's all this nervousness about what you publish to it and what you put on it and how that extends out to the world, and that's why the internet's such a great social networking solution, a tablet is yours. And so people have a tendency to put more personal information embedded in that tablet, and they have a tendency to do more, not, I wouldn't say productivity like in an office environment, but personal productivity things that give you more clues into their lifestyle, their demographics, and really what their values are in terms of how they live. Well, advertising is really the ultimate contextual device, right? Unlike traditional advertising in print, you don't know the demographics, you don't necessarily know location, you don't necessarily know keywords. In the traditional sense of online advertising, it's not just keyword based, it's context based. You know everything about that user. You know their gender. You know where they're at. You know where they live. You know how they spend their time. You know what games they play, what applications they utilize. That in and of itself changes the advertising paradigm, because rather than sort of a gunshot approach of delivering messages, you can retarget or create contextual messaging based on usage of applications, games, or consumption of content. The best example of it is really somebody downloading the Oprah Winfrey magazine. We've created a product called Under 20. And the real basic concept of Under 20 is I'm reading the Oprah Winfrey magazine. In that magazine highlights a dress, scarf, or watch, something sort of low cost, a jewelry item. The user of the tablet can click on that item and immediately see that item for sale. The difference between advertising and advertising goes directly to transactional basis, right? In advertising, I always say it's kind of search, find, and get more information, right? For online advertising. In advertising, really it's search, find, and obtain. Sometimes it's consumption of something that's qualitative that gives you the ability to then search, find, and obtain. But I think the main difference in advertising is context and the ability to immediately buy or purchase, full gratification of sort of the search for goods and services. The exciting thing about advertising is we're not talking about misguided messaging. We're not really talking about a lack of information of whatever the consumer is consuming. Advertising is very contextual, it's very targeted, and it leads to acquisition, which is really the end goal of all advertising.